So I think many of us in this medium do this because we have some strange compulsions that lead us to it. And there is really no other way that we can work but to stitch together text and image. So for me, it came together like that, not because I wanted to conquer the world of graphic novels or something like that. I didn't even grow up reading graphic novels. They came into my life fairly late. So it's more a instinctive love for working with both image and text that brought me here. Being a fairly obsessive journal writer was a big part of it. So I was writing since I was very little. And boredom had a large part to do with it because I've had a small town upbringing where you rely on the stimulus that you are able to create for yourself for entertainment, basically. That really helped. So, one of the things that I've spoken about in other interviews is that I was always told stories by my mother when I was very little, with her telling the story and drawing out things, drawing out sequences from that onto a page. So, for me, that was how I saw stories come alive. And the fact that I was a fairly okay illustrator and that I like to write, it was just the thing to do. I read the usual fare. I read Tintins, I read some amount of Archie on the sly. So I think vis-a-vis my literary influences have been, they've been hardcore literary influences. I was reading things that are in the realm of fiction or stuff like that back then. So I think I came to the form in a very free-flowing way. I was not necessarily interested in following a template of like a page with a grid with rectangles in it. And in fact, I find that for me personally, a very difficult thing to work with. And increasingly with the books, I don't work with those rectangular dibbas. They don't interest me.
Yeah.
So I see it as hybrid. Like what I'm doing, it's kind of breaking the boundaries of where comics are, what graphic novels are, and what basically the page I would like to use as a playground in a much more spontaneous way than a lot of the canon